Good morning students, welcome to 12th Business Studies. We are running with the 6th unit, that is staffing. Now today we are going to see that there are three aspects or three components of staffing. The number one is recruitment, number two is selection, and number three is training. So we are going to study one by one. We can make it RST, recruitment, selection and training. Now what is recruitment? Recruitment, we can define it as the process of searching the prospective employees and encouraging them to apply for the jobs in the organization. Very simple, searching the prospective employees and encouraging them to apply in the organization. Now there are two sources through which we can encourage the employees and to apply in the organization. Number one is internal source and number two is external source. But before moving towards internal and external, I would like to discuss something about recruitment. Recruitment is a positive process because we are adding human resources to the organization. We are not deducting or we are not removing the employees from the organization. We are adding. So recruitment is called as positive process, and we can say that to identify the labor and to evaluate them, choose the most suitable candidate, everything is included in the recruitment. Now we will see what is external source and internal source. First we will move towards internal source. That means the organization fulfills the vacancy internally. Internal source, that means from the employees who are already in the organization. So internal source refers to inviting the candidates from or within the organization. The number one is transfer. Now what is transfer? It involves a shifting of employees from one job to another job, or we can say from one department to another department, or from one section to another section, or we can also say it has been shifted from one shift to another shift. So this is what is transfer, shifting of employees. Here we can say an example of bank. In bank, employees are transferred from one position to another, or from one branch to another branch. So here remember, transfer is a horizontal movement of employees. Transfer is a good source to fill up the departmental vacancy with employees of overstaffed department. Suppose if in one department it is an overstaffed department and another has an understaffed department, so we can transfer the employee from overstaffed department to understaffed department. Okay, remember, so it is a good source of filling the departmental vacancy of under department and over departmental by the staff. So here it is horizontal movement. It is called as transfer. The second one we will see, that is promotion. Now when I say transfer is horizontal, promotion is vertical. Why? Because promotion refers to movement of an employee from lower level position to the higher level position. Okay, so carrying higher responsibility, carrying higher facilities, higher status, higher pay. For example, we can say general manager can be fulfilled, vacancy of general manager can be fulfilled through the promotion of a branch manager. So it's a we can say vertical shifting of branch manager to a general manager, and it will help in increasing the motivation and loyalty and satisfaction level of the particular employee who gets promotion. So it has a great psychological impact over the employees, because a promotion at a higher level leads to a chain of promotion and will motivate them to work efficiently, effectively, and which is good for the organization. Okay, so transfer is a horizontal movement and promotion is vertical movement. Let us move towards layout. Now what is layout? Here the temporary workers who were already working in the organization are being recalled. Now who were temporarily separated from the organization due to lack of work. Suppose if we have an organization where workers are working but we don't have more of order, now we have less of work, so we'll ask them to leave the organization. And whenever we have more of work, we can, or wherever there is a vacancy, we can use this method, that is layoff. recalling the temporary employees back to the organization. So this were the internal source of recruitment. What are the three internal sources of recruitment? Okay, now let us move towards the advantages of internal source. Internal source means employees who are already working in the organization. So employees are motivated to improve their performance, because each and every employee feel like I should be promoted, and I should get transfer from this department to other department, so I will be getting more experience, or I will be a developing one. So here higher motivational level is been there, and through the learning practice and all this thing, employees get motivated, and plus we can say employees work with a commitment and loyalty, and obviously when they are being promoted, good salaries been provided, so they are happy to work there. Second one is internal recruitment also simplifies the process of selection and placement. Definitely this is the simple and reliable process, as the present employees who are working in the organization already, who knows the organization, and they can be evaluated more accurate work can be done. Okay, so here it reduces the cost also for advertisement and for selection and placement, and also it is a simple process we can say, and no wastage of time of employees for training and development, because already the employee know everything. And definitely we think that we can add here the point, that is develops the future manager, because promotion and transfer provides we can say training, or we can say ground or development platform to the employees, where they can perform, and they can train themselves, they can develop, they can grow. All this are the important, and no over and understaff department will be there, no over and understaffing will be there. Because of transfer we can use that, economically it is cheaper. So these are the advantages of internal source. Now disadvantages, you have to think, students, what are the disadvantage here? We can add here lack of fresh talent. We will not get fresh talent because we are using the employees who are already in the organization, and we can say there will be decrease in enthusiasm level, because the people who are already working in the organization are being transferred or are being promoted. So here lack of energy will be there, and we can say lack of competition will be there, because new people or new organization comes, like in a market if new organization come, so there is more of competition. Similarly here, the people is not coming from outside, no external, it's internal, so lack of competition will be there, and limited choice will be there from the for the HR manager to choose, because there will be few candidates who can be promoted, few candidates who can be transferred. Okay, now let us move towards the external source. External source, where the candidates from outside of the organization are invited in the organization to fulfill the position or vacancy of the organization. Okay, so this is a common method. Number one is a direct recruitment. Now when we talk about direct recruitment, here the notice is placed on the notice board of the organization, which specifies the detail of the job available, like what kind of job is available. So job seeker may assemble outside the premises on the given date, on the selection will be done on the spot. So this method is for unskilled or semi-skilled people. Okay, so remember, notice is being provided and on the spot the selection is done. So this is for casual workers who are unskilled. Okay, then next is casual callers. Here we can say many reputed business organizations keep a database of unsolicited application in their office. So for example, once we have given an advertisement and we got n number of applications, so the one who are selected will join the organization, but the other applications, the CVs, biodata, we have kept with us in a record. We can bring that record in front of us and we can use that if it is suitable for the vacancy which has been arised. So casual callers can be considered for the employment at that time. Why? Because there will be no cost of advertisement here, so that will be reduced by the organization. The third comes advertisement. Everyone know this is the common method used. Advertisement is a media which is generally used in a wider choice of we require. Now, who reads the newspaper? Who are the skilled one? So here, educated, skilled people read the newspaper, internet, okay, radio, television. So this is a common method which is being used by organization to fulfill the skilled and educated employees vacancy. The next fourth one is employment exchange. Now this employment exchange, under this method, the this is run by government. Okay, government runs this employment exchange, and what happens here, government this exchange are used for fulfilling the unskilled and semi-skilled vacancies or jobs. Unemployed person gets themselves registered with this exchange, and employment exchange keeps in touch with the employees, okay, in with the employers. So in both the parties, the exchange is in touch with them. So at the employee's request, okay, whenever they provide a list of candidates fulfilling the required qualification, when the employer says that this is the vacancy in our organization, they match with the employees, whoever are there, unskilled or semi-skilled, and when it match, they give the detail to the employer. So in this case, the job are being fulfilled through the employment exchange, which is run by government. So we can say this is a link between the job seeker and the employer. Okay, so next one is campus recruitment and the labor contractor. Now when we talk about campus recruitment, we can say that the organization is conducting an interview in a campus of various institutions, or we can say universities or colleges, okay, so in search of the prospective candidate. So we call it as a campus recruitment. It has become a popular source of recruitment for the technical, professional and managerial jobs. Then when we talk about contractors, so here we can say like under this method, intermediary known as an agent, or we can say a labor contractor, are used for hiring we can say unskilled or semi-skilled workers. So this contractor keeps themselves in touch with the laborers and can provide them required number of skilled and unskilled at a very short notice. So in this way, we also have a web publishing and many other we can say sources are there, external source. Let us move towards the external source merit. Now number one merit is qualified personnel. Why we get qualified personnel? Because by using the external source of recruitment, management can attract the qualified or experienced or the trained person to apply for the vacancy, like giving an advertisement in newspaper, on internet, okay, where we require qualified people. So this is an advantage that we get good applications here. Wider choice is there because n number of applications will be provided, so we can choose the candidate as per our requirement. Fresh talent will be there because the new person from outside the organization, external source, so the wider choice will be there because new blood will be joining the organization, so we'll get new talent, new creativity, new innovations and all these things. Then competitive spirit. If a company takes an external source, okay, so the staff who is already in the organization now will have a competition because the new person is joining in the organization. So definitely the outsider and the internal one will have a competition among themselves, and this will lead to organization to achieve their goal very easily. Now let us see the other side, that is demerit of external source. What happened when we take the employee from the external source? Dissatisfaction among the existing employees. They are dissatisfied that I had this quality, why I am not being promoted, why I am not been transferred to that department. So this recruitment from outside will cause a dissatisfaction to the employees who are already working in the organization. Now costlier process. Why we say it's a costlier process? Because we spend on the advertisement. So as compared to internal source, external source will be costly to give a newspaper or in website or anywhere, so we have to pay for it. Lengthy process, it takes more time than internal source, because internal source we know what qualities he has, what skill he has, what personality he has, but the external person we have to fulfill all the process of the staffing right from the primary step. So selecting the application, then calling for the first round, then selection round, then medical checkup and everything. So this is the lengthy process as compared to the internal source. Okay, so this is what we have studied today, the first aspect of staffing, recruitment, and we have seen internal and external. There are three important aspects of staffing: recruitment, selection and training. Today we have finished the first component or first aspects, and in next video we will cover the next two, that is selection and training. Thank you so much.